What's up YouTube, and welcome to the Anabolic MMA channel, and we are fresh off of the first UFC event of the year, UFC Vegas 46, and personally I am very content with how we started the year, especially seeing a big upset happen in the main event with Kattar getting the win over Giga Chikadze, and that is kind of what I'm going to be talking about today, 4 fights that I think need to be made after UFC Vegas 46, and one of the fights I'm going to be pitching does include Kattar in it. So as always, let me know if you agree with these matchups and comment down below if there's any other matchups you think that should be made. So the first fight that I think should be made is Katlyn Chookagian against Taila Santos. Now Chookagian is currently the number 2 ranked women's flyweight, while Santos is ranked number 5. And right off the bat, a lot of people are wanting, including Chookagian herself, wanting that Shevchenko rematch. But personally, there's nothing that I see in that fight. I think it's going to go the exact same way, because Chookagian really hasn't proven to us that she has improved since that fight. She is currently on a 3-fight win streak, but it is very hard for me to believe that she could keep up with the striking of Shevchenko. Now this fight is going to be a clear title eliminator, and if the timeline is correct on this, it's going to give Shevchenko a chance to move up and challenge Pena so that Shevchenko can get the double champ status. People are pointing toward the Nunes rematch right away, but personally I wish that would happen so Shevchenko has a chance to be the double champ, and then Nunes can challenge Shevchenko for a 3rd time to get her belt back, if that does line up correctly. Going back to this matchup I just made though, this would also be a perfect fight for Taila Santos, as she is a rising prospect on a 4-fight win streak, and I think it's accurate to say that she is 1 win away from fighting for a title, and who else to fight than the second best striker in the division, the next best thing to Valentina Shevchenko in Chookagian. Now the only downside I could see to this fight happening is if Shevchenko isn't able to move up and challenge Pena, and Nunes gets the rematch right away. Shevchenko is going to be left without a fight for a while, and she generally likes to stay active, although really this would just be a filler fight anyway if Chookagian fought her for a 2nd time. Moving on to the second fight that I think should be made, which is Brandon Royval versus the loser of Kattar France and Askar Askarov. Royval's split decision win on Saturday was very controversial, but he is still a promising prospect looking to fight up in the flyweight division, and I think he still deserves to fight up. A win is a win, and I think in both scenarios, whoever loses this fight is going to be a perfect matchup for Brandon Royval. Yes, I know Royval has already fought Kattar France already in the past, but don't forget that fight was extremely entertaining, and it ended up winning Fight of the Night in that event, not to mention that Brandon Royval also got dropped in that fight as well. So I think that would be a fun fight to make between 2 flyweight contenders. And although Askar Askarov is a big favorite in his fight against Kattar France, if he does lose, it would be very deflating to see that 0 taken from his record. And although it's possible it would be a fun matchup to see them scramble it out on the ground, this fight is more so that Askarov has a chance to get a bounce back fight and get right back into contention again, because I think he is a future flyweight champ whether he loses to this upcoming fight or not. Next on this list is the winner of the co-main event, and the fight that I want to make for him is Collier versus Justin Tafa. If you remember in Tafa's last fight, he called out Collier after he got a win in the post-fight press conference, and Collier did the same thing, responding to his call-out after he got the win on Saturday night. And obviously, these two both want this fight, and I see no reason why this shouldn't happen. They're both coming off of wins, but they haven't really shown anything other than that in their past fights, so they're obviously a few wins away from getting a ranked opponent anyway, so why not make this fun matchup? This would really be a true big boy clash and really a great addition to any card. And finally, the last matchup I want to make here is the main event winner, Kattar versus Josh Emmett. Kattar is ranked number 5 right now in the rankings, and based on the guys that are above him, it's highly unlikely that he is going to move higher than that after his win on Saturday. And that being said, yes, he would be fighting down by taking a fight against the number 6th ranked Josh Emmett. And I did see a post on social media that had a lot of likes, with someone calling out the people that said that Chikadze should get the title shot if he won are the same people that are now saying Kattar shouldn't get a title shot now that he won. And yes, I am one of those people, but I think it is 2 separate scenarios. First of all, you have a guy that was on a 7-fight win streak absolutely just knocking out anybody that comes through his way, and he's finally getting a top 5 opponent. That is definitely grounds for a title shot versus a guy who just started his win streak, beating a guy ranked below him, and the fight before him took potentially the worst beating of all time. And Kattar is going to need some time to recover, so the landscape of the featherweight division might be different by the time that he is ready to fight again, but right now everybody above him is currently has a fight locked up or is rumored to be in a fight soon. So why not take this opportunity to fight another dynamic striker in Josh Emmett and put on another fun fight for the fans? It would be a chance to show this time that he deserves to fight at the very top of the division, as the last 2 times against Holloway and Zabit, he lost. And if the Korean Zombie loses to Volkanovski in their title fight in a couple months, I think that is a great matchup for Kattar as well against the Korean Zombie for the same reasons I just mentioned, as that would be a great matchup as well. And that is it. That is 4 matchups that I think need to be made after UFC Vegas 46. I'm hopefully going to make this a tradition every week to post it a day or 2 after fight night with matchups that I think need to be made with the fighters that fought the night before. If you did enjoy this concept though, be sure to leave a like and also subscribe to this channel. And also, I recently started a Patreon, so if you want to support me on there, that'll enable me to continue to grow this channel and make more videos for you guys. Other than that though, thank you for watching this video and see you next time.